another video. As promised, I'm going to give you a tour of our RV. We have a 2005 Dutchstar 4011. She is 40.5 feet long and she has 3 slides. I don't know why I'm calling her she or her, but the RV has those things. And as you can see, it's very tall compared to me. I don't even come up to the windshield. So I'm gonna come off camera. Well, I'm gonna turn you around so you can see the outside of it, and then I'll bring you inside. Turning you around, I realized you probably couldn't see much at first. So here she is. Like I said, she's a 2005. She has about 50,000 miles on it, and she is a diesel pusher. We traded from a 2000 or 2001 Fleetwood Pace Arrow, and it's like night and day. The Pace Arrow was great for our first RV, but this is definitely better for us, fits us better, and I think it's going to last a long time. So that is the living room slide, and I don't know if we'll be able to see, but I'll bring you over to the other side. We did some major work to our driveway here to fit her. This is the second living room / kitchen slide, and in the back is the bedroom. So let's go inside. To take a quick little camping trip this weekend, so things are not completely put together yet, but you'll be able to get a general idea of what it's like in here. So I'm going to step back and turn you around again and show you some of the features of the RV. But first, I think I'm going to turn on a couple lights. Okay, when you first come into the coach, there are 2 steps up, and the battery is not on right now, but there is a platform on these steps that raises up to make this flat for when you're parked, which is really awesome, especially with the dogs. We have the driver's side seat, which I don't believe this one turns around. I've never actually sat in it to tell you, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. This chair does turn so that it can be used as part of the living room, and it's actually a recliner. This is the panel that controls the awning and pulls it in if it's too windy, which we did not have in Lola. Lola was the Pace Arrow, the first RV. We didn't have an automatic awning in that RV, and this is night and day. So much easier. Looking at it from basically sitting on the dashboard, you can get a general feel for what the RV looks like. We have a living room, kitchen, dining room, and actually even an office. Further back is our half bath. Well, we have a 2-piece, not 2-piece, like a 2-room bathroom, which I will show you, and a bedroom with I believe it's a queen size bed. This is a full-size pull-out sofa. This is actually where Kristen and I sleep. We give Tom the bedroom. It's a leather sofa that we just have covered to protect it from the dogs. The cover is from Zulily, and the pillows I made from something I purchased on our road trip last year, which you guys have seen. Coming into our kitchen has, I will move that so you can see, but it has a cooktop and a convection microwave oven and a double sink, which I will also show you. This backsplash Kristen and I put in, and we will be expanding into the bathroom. It is peel and stick tile that is literally paper thin and adds like no weight to the RV. And we love what it has done to the kitchen. Let me open up a few things and I will show you the kitchen more in use. You can get a better idea here of what the kitchen looks like. We have a 3-burner propane stove. This is a microwave / convection oven. Hi! And then the double sink, which my favorite part of the double sink, which I want in the house, is a pull-out faucet. It's awesome. And you can probably tell there is a lot of storage in this kitchen area. There's a lot of storage in this coach, period. One thing I have done is I got some organizers for this drawer. Last year we moved into this RV on the road, and this is like a game changer compared to what we have. Down here I have some extraneous things, my new grill tools from the trip. And in the bottom drawer, pots and pans, because it just makes the most sense for us. Those 3 drawers and those 3 drawers are empty. Actually, I think that's a lie. Nope, we have pots and pans and a dish scrubber and towels. So, it also has 2 pull-out countertops. And I'm going to be completely honest with you, I've never used them, ever. Up above, we have our dishes, our cups for going down the road. I still have to put our regular cold drink cups in here. And this is a really deep cabinet, which you probably can't see now because of the glare from the sun, but that's where I put the dishpan because it's just out of the way and it's dry by the time it goes away anyway. And over in this cabinet is where, oh, that glare is terrible. Okay, I turned on the lights and made it a little better. This is where we put our small appliances. We have a toaster. We're going to bring a griddle, possibly a crock pot when we go on our longer trip. And over here is where we put the electric kettle. My Keurig will go in here, and then all the stuff for making coffee in the morning. Moving over to the other side of the RV is the office area, which this was a huge selling point for us because Kristen does work part of the time when we're going to be taking longer trips, and for her to actually have a place to sit and work is amazing. Now, this is a small desk. This is not a full-size desk. So would she want to work here full-time every day, all day? Probably not. But it's awesome. And again, so much storage. Let me move this chair. All of these drawers are currently empty, but so much storage. And here is a pull-out for the laptop, which is awesome. Kristen actually didn't know that was there last year, so that'll help this year too. Put that away. Up above there are more cabinets. Lots and lots of storage. I guess I can show you some of the things in there. There's not much in here yet. I got a basket to put in there. That's a bunch of adhesives that we need. Fly swatter, always important when you're in the elements. We got some, what is that? It's not WD-40. It's RV rubber seal. It's like WD-40 but for seal conditioner. Dear Lord. Some cleaning rags and then some miscellaneous, that's like the junk drawer, but stuff that you actually need. And here, of course, it's COVID. We have our masks, our gloves, and our hand sanitizer ready to go down the road. These bins are empty so far. Here is the dining room area of the coach. This is a drop leaf table, so it actually becomes much smaller, which we probably will make that smaller before we leave, but we didn't know last year that there was a leaf in it, so we were very excited to have it open. And this is our new purchase. This is a surge protector for the outside of the RV to protect us if any of the electrical that we plug into is not safe. It'll tell us and we won't kill our RV. Here's the fridge. Nothing fancy, but it is rather large. I don't want to leave it open for too long because it is turned on right now. Decent sized freezer, great size fridge, much bigger than the one that we had in the Fleetwood, and no complaints. This is another one of my favorite areas, a little pantry area with pull-out drawers, goes all the way down to the floor. It's amazing what you learn when you have time in your RV. I just noticed that at the bottom there's a big section. That'd be a great place for things like dog food. Anyway, it's the pull-out pantry. And I'm going to show you this corner unit separately because it was another big selling feature for us in terms of the interior of the RV. Okay, I'm going to have to go into the bathroom, I think, to show you all of this, but look at this cabinet space. Got a nice little, larger item pantry over here that pulls out the access from the side also. We've got a built-in bread box and then miscellaneous storage. Up here, we usually, on the road, we were putting our junk food up there, which, let's be honest, there was a lot of junk food on the road. And just so you can get an idea from this side, those pull out. It's just awesome. It's so much storage. This is the first half of the bathroom. In here we have a medicine cabinet, which is good size. Full-size sink and vanity. Empty water bottle. This goes in the fan up top to help keep it cooler in here. And then of course there is the toilet. We have a porcelain toilet, which is nice. And there's also a cabinet up here for, well, we use it for toilet paper. I'm sure you could use whatever you want and put whatever you want in there. That is the first half of our bathroom. So this little half bath closes off with a pocket door and privacy and plenty of room in there. And then you come into the other part of the bathroom, which also closes with a pocket door on this side, and then there's another one on this side. Okay, now I'm in the bedroom, and you can see here we have a second sink with a full vanity and medicine cabinet. This is actually all, we give this all to Tom. We use the other one. And over here, this is very big for an RV shower. Stand-in shower, which we're gonna get to use this year. And I'll show you. Plenty of room for me. Tom and Kristen, it might be a little tighter to the shower head, but it'll be good. This is very big for an RV shower. If you've ever RV'd, especially earlier RVs, they're like closets. This is the bedroom, and don't mind the foam on the top of the bed. That's the foam that we put on the couch when we pull it out. As you can see, again, lots and lots of storage. It also has, in this closet, everything's harder one-handed, some built-ins in the closet, and I think there's a light in here somewhere. Yep. Over here is where we store our vacuum and our extra chair for the dining table. Now we're going to be upgrading that chair, but for now it works there. There's our cable because we have a little bit of trouble with our television right now, but that is okay. We're going to get that fixed. This RV is all plumbed in for a washer dryer unit. We did have one in the old RV. We never used it, and we're not going to be putting one in here, but it is always good to have the option. There is a television up above. We have some foam around it for when we're going down the road because it is a little loose up there, and not much more to say about that. This is the cabinet we're using for our linen closet. Up above is the bedding for the front bed. Down below is all the towels, face cloths, washcloths, hand towels, stuff like that. Down below there are 6 drawers, which is going to be plenty of space for us to put all our clothes for a long or a short trip. In fact, Kristen and I put our clothes in a little cubby last year and they fit fine, but with COVID and everything going on, we won't be doing laundry, so we will be bringing more clothes with us when we go on a bigger trip in a couple weeks. As I mentioned, this is a queen-size bed, I believe. It has overhead lights. It has a mirror behind it. Mirrors in RVs do have a purpose. I know a lot of people think mirrors are tacky, and I, for one, am one of them generally. But mirrors in small spaces help it feel bigger. So that's why there are so many mirrors in RVs. You've seen the RV from the front, and now here is the view from the back. We added these area rugs last year. We added these area rugs this year. Last year we used yoga mats because we didn't realize how slippery the floor was going to be, and we didn't want to invest a ton of money, but the dogs were slipping, so we went ahead and ordered these this year, and there are a couple more coming for up front. One thing I did not show you in this tour was the basement storage, and that is because the slides are currently out. We have a ton of basement storage in this, and also there's something called a Joey system under there, so the basement goes from one side of the coach to the other, but there is a dolly-like, not a dolly, a conveyor-like bin that pulls out, so you can easily access things from either side. If you are interested in seeing that, let me know down below and I'll share that in another video. A better view, or another view, an alternate view of the front of the RV also. So that is the tour of our RV. Like I said, it's a 2005 Dutchstar and we love it. It has not been without its problems, but every RV has a problem, and the problems, I don't know that that is actually the right term for it. The maintenance, unexpected maintenance, but there's always going to be maintenance when you are driving a house down the road. So I hope you enjoyed the tour. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Consider sharing it with your friends and maybe subscribing. That is all I have for today, and until next time, I'll talk to you later. All right, bye-bye.